Anish Kapoor, An Analysis of Art and Purpose by Hayden Gillespie. In this presentation, we will be analyzing the unique work of contemporary artist Anish Kapoor, who is most famous for his piece, Cloudgate, in Chicago, more commonly known as The Bean. Within Cloudgate and many of Anish's other works, he uses oddly shaped mirrors to promote the importance of self-reflection as well as the nature of warped perspectives. Most interestingly to me, he also works a lot with red, often symbolizing blood and flesh, furthering his promotion of the human element in art. Now, let's look at some of his art. In his piece, Cloudgate, the sculpture reflects the city and people walking by in a perspective that is warped by the bean-like shape. The design, while reflective, and also appears metallic and silver-like. While the work has become a staple of Chicago tourism, it is unfortunately unlikely that it is to offer many people much other than simple amazement. I believe that the thought-provoking nature of this piece is undermined by the whimsy of, hey, let's take a cool picture, over, wow, this really makes me think about blank. However, while art does not always need a meaning, Anish has decided to intentionally put meaning into his art, so I think it would be fair to say that the meaning should be at least somewhat apparent. Additionally, the piece has been called into question for if the expense of art is worth it, as this piece cost millions of dollars more than was originally planned. In this second piece, Marsyas, Kapoor utilizes the significance of scale in the sculpture, which is as high as 10 stories and 150 meters or nearly 500 feet long. His goal with the piece was to invoke a sense of wonder and mystery, as with the way it was designed, you could never see the full thing at once. While I do follow in the belief of the fear of the unknown being scarier than almost anything else, I think that an extremely large red object isn't exactly going to enact the feeling of mystery, and the oversimplistic nature of the piece does not do much in terms of being a wonder. In this final piece, Shooting in the Corner, Anish uses what is essentially a cannon to shoot out red wax, painting the room a viscous dark red, while leaving globs of the wax in piles across the floor. It has smeared on the walls to portray what I can only describe as an early 1700s massacre. This would probably be my favorite piece by Anish, as it speaks to me as being an excellent way to capture the sheer brutality of murder, with the wax on the walls being blood and the wax on the ground symbolizing bodies. Additionally, the piece was put into historic architecture, furthering the feeling of being a historic massacre. Thank you for your time.